Hey, how you doing, Tim? Merry Christmas, buddy. Big Rich, my man. Let's do it. Cheers, brother. Merry Christmas. So, I'm pretty new to doing live stream anything. This is my second one. Dude, this is a Rocky Patel Emerald. Brother, yeah, it's a special occasion cigar for me. Normally, I'm kind of a diesel guy. These are these are the bomb.com. My good friend Big Rich on there. Rick House Reed, hell yeah. Yeah, I can read the comments on my TV now. Yeah, I got it figured out. Our good friend Big Rich on there, he's got an Instagram channel called Sticks and Barrels. Check him out. He's got some great suggestions for some pairings for some pours and cigars. Phenomenal taste. The man is a genius. Yeah, I got cheap taste. It's decent. Yeah, I like it. Anyway, tonight I got a little something special here that I want to do. I want to open things up with a pour that I like a lot. And that's this Queen's Reserve from Wood Hat. It's not even quite 7 o'clock yet, but we're going to get rolling. Why not? This guy is 122.6 proof. It's finished in honey barrels, I believe. Yep, finished in a honey barrel. But it's very subtle. There's there's a lot of honey on the nose, but on the palate, it's real subtle. And it's kind of a nice change because I'm a bit of a Pooh Bear. I'm looking for honey. I'm looking for that sweetness. This is just a real solid pour. But the honey is there. It's just not like pouring the Good Times honey, which I love. I love Good Times honey. That Rio from Penelope with the Amberana, also really good pour. But this is a lot more subtle. It's not as in your face. This is just nice. And Wood Hat doesn't make bad stuff. But this is our palate opener because tonight we're going to be visited by three Christmas spirits. Who knew? Who knew? The Ebenezer Scrooge thing, that kind of fits me. I don't know if you can read my shirt, but this is my most festive Christmas attire. And I'm wearing my holiday hat, pun intended. The three Christmas spirits that we're going to try and talk about, and we're going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about because it's a free country and that's how this works. But what I want to kind of talk about is the holiday issues that some brands bring out, and there's nothing really all that special about them except the label. God damn it. Yeah, that is decent. So, number one, hey, you know what? Let's finish this guy off first. Palate's open. First pour of the day, and it's a damn good one. I really don't want to wash that down with anything, but oh well. Christmas Spirit number one. Not a lot of people talking about these guys anymore. That's the Smoke Wagon. They've kind of gone, I don't know, kind of gone radio silent. A lot of people, 2 years ago were really talking them up. They're sourced. I think it's MGP. If anybody knows different, let me know. I've never taken the time to look up where they're sourcing from. I just think they're making good whiskey out of it. 23 Keith. Thanks, brother. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. Because of you, I'll get a pour of my wood hat. Oh, blue cat. Yes. God, that's such a good bottle. I don't actually have the cast strength on hand of that. That's one of my favorite pours. I've got 2 bottles of the blue corn, which are mid-tier compared to that bottle you're talking about there, Tim. It's a great bottle. Johnny, winning. Hell yeah, baby. But yeah, not a lot of people talking about Smoke Wagon. I like them. I don't think they're all right. That's our first Christmas Spirit because this is our Christmas bottle. And this guy, this guy's actually 92.5, so it's not a regular old 90 proof bottle. Reed, do you know where Smokehouse sources from? Is it MGP? Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. 777s. Ah. Yes, sir. That is a damn nice pour, Rich. There's Big Randy. Garn the Fierce. Most of them are. Yeah, you're right. Dirty Don. Thought I was watching Bad Santa. You're very close. You're very close. Yeah, Big Rich, I really like this 777s. I was hesitant to buy it, but I'm glad I did. I thought it was a fair pour. But yeah, we're going to. Uh-oh. Ooh, Rebecca. We're going to get a little sample of the Smoke Wagon. This is going to be our first Christmas Spirit. Well, that's odd. This is our, there we go. Now we can see it. Well, it don't smell like much. It's got that puppy breath thing going on that I keep smelling. It's MGP. 777s was a Justin's find. Yes, it was. That's right, Reed. That's right. It's got that puppy breath and somebody pees the bed smell. Almost a little vegetable on it, too. Well, you know what? Get your fucking nose out of your Glen, right? It's all right. It is an okay pour. It's not very intrusive, not very rich, not very strong. It's kind of sweet, kind of tangy. 92 proof. It's got a little bit of a mouthfeel. I have a Macallan 25 years old. That's a pretty old bottle. That's a pretty old bottle. Right on. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a D plus. Not anything to really write home about. Not unlike their Halloween bottle, their 4th of July bottle. It just kind of is what it is. Canadian whiskey, no shit. Now you got me intrigued here. Huh. That's not really like me to like a bottle of Canadian whiskey, but hey, it had to happen sometime. It had to happen sometime. Not all things Canadian are bad. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is from Canada. Pamela Anderson is from Canada. Michael J. Fox. Captain Kirk. I mean, Captain Kirk was actually from Iowa, but what's his nuts? William Shatner, I believe, was Canadian. Which brings me to something that I want to talk to you all about. So, I saw this deal the other day where they were talking about how the Die Hard movie is a Christmas movie. Is it a Christmas movie or is it an action movie that just takes place over Christmas? Okay. It's not bad. I like Die Hard. I do have a lot of Jack Daniels. I have a tiny little love for Jack Daniels, especially that Coy Hill. I'm not as yippee on the Heritage Toasted, but it's okay. Yes, Christmas movie. Okay. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Okay, everybody talks about that one, but you know what nobody talks about? Fucking Reindeer Games, man. Anybody seen that one? If you haven't, it's on Tubi. Yeah, John, Christmas movie, I'll agree. But if we're going to talk about Christmas movies that are action flicks like that, I'm saying Reindeer Games over Die Hard. I'm going to catch some hell for this, but let's talk about it. Reindeer Games. Gary Sinise is the bad guy. OB City, I don't want him to get bullied. That's pretty good. Yeah, Charlize Theron. You get to see her titties. That's right, John. Okay? Shania Twain is a Canadian singer. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Charlize Theron. That trumps Die Hard. I'm sorry. Gary Sinise is the bad guy. Charlize Theron, titties out. And we're not talking 2025 Charlize Theron. We're talking, what, 2000? Woo, goodness gracious. That to me makes it better than Die Hard. The Pow Pow Room, fuck. Just a good movie. And that, is an okay bottle. Now, got the Rieger's Holiday bottle. And this is actually Kansas City whiskey, so it's going to have a little bit of sherry in it. That could go one of two ways. Meh or yuck. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Kansas City whiskey. There's a few places out there that make it. That's a rye bottle? No. It says Kansas City whiskey. Holiday Edition 2025. Oh, and look at that. I opened one that's autographed. Didn't even know it. Have not found a Rieger I enjoy. Celine Dion. Thanks, Reed. Randy, I'm okay with them. They've grown on me. I've kind of forced myself to dig them just because where they're from. Green one. Yeah, I think it's just green. I think it's just green for Christmas. It doesn't actually say rye on it. It says Kansas City whiskey. But who knows? Who knows what's in this fucking bottle? We're going to find out. Ooh, Tallulah. Yeah, it doesn't. I can't be wrong. Okay, you win. You win. Man, it doesn't really smell like much of nothing. Hold on. Randy, I'm wondering, have you tried any of the monograms? Some of those are not too bad. They're pricey, but a lot of times you can catch like the 2024 for $50 or so as when the 2025s get released is what I've found. So you can get a discount, especially at Bubbles in Parkville. It's kind of nutty and not in the prison sex way. It's got a little pecan on it. That's kind of an interesting little pour. Want to say it was Yeah, it's got a little pecan pie going on. That's interesting. 92 proof. I'm not going to say I hate that. Shit. It don't smell like pecan pie. It smells like piss. The hazmat is the most bearable of the Riegers. I have not had any hazmat from Riegers, but I'd be interested to try. Randy, next time we hook up, I'm going to give you a little snifter of this. See what you think of that. Reed, you too, man, because this is interesting. For Kansas City whiskey, I'm pretty sure that means it's got sherry in it. I think that is the definition of Kansas City whiskey. If I'm wrong, somebody tell me in the comments, but I think that's the case. But that tastes like pecan pie. Shit. That's no, I don't hate that. I was kind of looking forward to shitting on that, but I don't. I'm kind of glad I bought it now. I'll be damned. That's a pretty good little Christmas pour. No Johnny Walker Blue you have. Well, sir, yes, I do. I've just got to find it. Ah! Yeah. We can break it out. Why not? It's Christmas. It's dusty as hell. You can see how often I get into this, but my good friend Nick Piercy gave me this just one day out of the blue. Said, "Here you go. Why don't we have Just something to break it up before we get to the last Christmas spirit. Yeah, as far as Johnny Walker goes, you know, I used to be a big fan of the Johnny Walker Double Black, but I didn't neat pour it because it was like drinking a campfire. I would cut it with a little club soda or some Sprite. This, on the other hand, I kind of feel like it's deserving of a neat pour. It was definitely Scotch. Scotchy, Scotchy, Scotch. Scotchy, 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 Scotchy. Whew. Yeah. Our good buddy on here, Johnny B, he was explaining peated. Said he was going to have me try some once, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm a Scotch guy anymore. This isn't bad. Not bad at all. All right. Yeah, it's solid, man. But a lot of, it's not something. How do I want to put this? It's not something I'm neat pouring very often. The black, I would have to cut it with some. Any of the booze go off? The news, where the new era. I don't know that I understand the question. Go off? Like go bad? I haven't found any yet. That is a good. Okay, now that I understand the question, that's a great question. Thank you for asking that. Peated Scotch is an acquired taste. Yes, John, that's what you were explaining to me. Yeah. No, I haven't found any that's went bad. I found some that's got a little oxidized. One malt whiskey. No. Yes, maybe. I've been trying to dip my toes into some American single malt. And I found some that I like. I like Switchgrass's American single malt, but it's really high in proof. Man, there was another one that I was digging on. I can't remember what it was. But no, I have found some that have gotten a little oxidized as the bottle got a little lower, but I haven't had any go bad. Not yet. I'm not saying it won't happen. But anyway, for our third Christmas spirit, I got the Lucky 7 Holiday Toast. Now this guy, I've been kind of looking forward to this. Gentleman Jack. Yeah, I got some somewhere. I mean, no bar is complete without it. It's, actually not bad. Actually not bad at all. I've been looking forward to this Lucky 7, though. 115 proof. It's a double oak, so it's finished in new American oak barrels and toasted. You say holiday toast? Yes. Vodka yesterday sealed was not right. I don't think I've stored right. Ah, man, I've never heard of vodka going bad. That's crazy, man. Maybe it got hot? I don't know. I don't know. Been looking forward to this guy though. Thank you, Milan. So that's our third Christmas spirit. I came across what is this, guys? I came across a Tomstown holiday today, and I thought about putting it in there, but I'm just not a huge Tomstown fan. Maybe I've heard that if bourbon is, I've heard the tops can pop on bourbon. I don't know if it goes bad if it gets hot. Maybe that's the same for vodka. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna have to do some experiment and find out, man. For sure. Yeah, that is a shame. Oh, look at the color on that, Randy and Rich. You seeing this, Reed? Tell you what, I'm not one to judge something on the nose normally, because to me, nosing something, a lot of people are like, oh no, the nose is the most important part. It does look like it. It's dark like maple syrup. You're right, Reed. Yeah. This is another one I want Big Randy and Rich to try for sure. You two, Reed. Dirty Don, if you live closer, man, that smells nice. But like I said, I don't like to base things off the nose. I just don't trust the nose. It's between bourbon and regular whiskey. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Let's pause for the cause here. Bourbon has to be made in the United States. It has to be 51% corn. And it has to be finished in new charred oak barrels. Now, does anybody else online right now have any other stipulations that go with bourbon that it makes it bourbon? I had a lady ready to fight me and Big Randy to the death the other night at Mass Beverage because she swore up and down that bourbon had to be made in Kentucky. Any guesses on where she was from? Ah, proof entry. Good job, Randy. That's what. Oh. Oh. What? No. I was just gonna peek it. All right. So why people drink rye whiskey? Well, because there are certain ryes that I think are pretty goddamn good. Uh, some of them taste like grass. I learned a new word the other day. It is herbaceous. And basically it means tastes like fucking grass. But you get a good one, you get that spice, and you get a little apple note because rye is fucking delicious. Yes, Rich, you are correct. You are correct. I got to be honest. Some of the ryes I like are really inexpensive, Milan. Um, I'm a Dickel rye fan, which, come to find out, is actually sourced from MGP. Dickel doesn't make their own rye. At least they didn't when I bought it last. It tastes like apple candy. One of the notes I get. It's just good. And I've run into some others like Old Pepper's rye. Well, not a lot of people talk about it because it's, mid shelf. It's okay. But some of their single barrel ryes are, man, they're so good. They're just delicious. This is pretty fucking good. I don't even know. There's a good ryes have the hard candy note. Yeah. Yes. Yes, they do. Kentucky rye is good. So yeah, I'm trying to think what ryes I know are from Kentucky off the top of my head. Somebody's got to help me out on that one. I'm drawing a blank. I'm 50 now. My memory is not what it used to be. This is a good bottle. Just throwing that out there. It's got a tiny little bitter on the mid palate, but that's nice. I get a little bitter with a lot of toastage though. Um, I kind of bitch about the bitter, but that one's pretty damn good. This is the first Lucky 7 I've had that I was impressed with. I had the Workhorse and I want to say the New Yorker. And yes, Jack Daniels has a rye. As a matter of fact, they have a bonded rye. And I have it somewhere. And they have single barrel proof ryes. Whoops, daisy, which are delicious. Fucking really good. Really, really good. Man, I'm pretty sure Lucky Seven's sourced too. I want to say they're from. I want to say they're from Bardstown, but I can't swear to it. Bardstown Bourbon Company. 4 Lucky 7 spirits. Yeah, that's why it's so goddamn good. It's Bardstown. Bardstown's delicious. Looks great to me. Yeah, if you get your hands on one of these single barrel proof ryes, give that a shot, man. They're really high in proof sometimes. I think this one's 129. No, 131.5. They don't drink that hot though. Maybe our buddy Big Rich will help us out with some suggestions for some other good ryes. Anybody else? I'm open, and I'm always open to suggestion for a good rye, a good bourbon, a good pour. To be honest with you, I'll take all the suggestions I can get. Crown Royal is Canadian whiskey. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I will tell you, it's going to make me sound a little bit, but Crown Royal, Don, that's a good, yeah. Rittenhouse is a good starter. Rittenhouse rye is actually a solid pour that doesn't get talked about enough. Is that, correct me if I'm wrong, is that Evan Williams, Don? I can't remember. Who's making Rittenhouse? Garcia. Russell's Reserve single barrel rye is a fit. You know what, man? I have not tried the Russell's Reserve single barrel rye. I need to. High aged MGP rye, 12 to 14 year. No, yep. Thank you, Don. It's Heaven Hill. I appreciate that. 12 rye is phenomenal. Old Overholt. I haven't tried that one yet. Crittenden's rye, Old Overholt. Yes, yes. Randy, absolutely. You guys are going to push me into the Old Overholt corner. I'm going to have to break down and get that 12-year rye. I passed on it, and then I wished I hadn't have. Mm. As far as Crittenden's, I don't know. I got a lot of Crittendens. I got a lot. Someone give me Evan Williams a couple days ago. Is it the Evan Williams Black Label, the Bald Bond, or the 1783? Oh, there's also the Veterans pick Evan Williams, which is probably my favorite. But it depends on the year too, because man, they change that every year. It's a little different, but they're always really good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some. Man, I just found out from Randy that Seth Detling's not going to be in Mississippi for the Spillway event this year. That kind of saddened me because I I picked up this guy in Mississippi, and I had made plans to buy every goddamn thing that man had because Jesus, it's so good. Uh, but Crittenden's, I've been a Crittenden's fan. I think I was a Crittenden's fan before I even tried Crittenden's, just based on the story and Matt Crittenden's work ethic. And man, getting to meet him, he's just a good person. So it, I'm a Crittenden's fan. I wish I could get it in Missouri. Is my only complaint. But you know what? It's worth the drive. It's worth the drive. God damn, that's good. Little ethanol thing on the end, but I like that little ethanol thing. It's the hillbilly in me, to be right honest. I got a little suggestion for a rye, but it may not be. I got a couple. It may not be popular. Okay. I'm a big fan of these guys. It's Nashville Barrel. This is a pretty damn good bottle of rye. A duet of ryes. Urban Outfitters just dropped Crittenden's. No shit. Let's do a community project. Trying to get ABV to do a pick there. Yes! Fuck yes. That's a great idea, Randy. I appreciate that. Yeah. If they do a pick, man, I mean, St. Louis it's a little bit of a haul, but it's worth it. And it's not Kiln, Mississippi, which Rich said he was going to fly to. Maybe he was thinking about driving. I also am going to have to tell you, I'm a Same Old Moses fan, and I recently tried this rye at a whiskey festival, and I was good with it. Of course, I'd had several pours, but I like this one. So these are two ryes that I've discovered recently, and man, everything they have is sourced, they blend and bottle, but man, they are cool people, and they're doing a really good job. They made this bottle for me, which they made it for me and Reed while we were right there I believe it's Church Street in Nashville. This is actually a Boo Rye, I believe. I believe it counts as a Boo Rye. It's 30% high rye MGP, 30% Kentucky Rye 6-year, 30% 5-year Kentucky, 30% Kentucky Rye 6-year, 30% 5-year Kentucky Bourbon, and 10% MGP Honey Rye. Have to try Bullet Whiskey. Yes, speaking of ryes, I've got it somewhere. Okay. I'm not a huge Bullet fan. I like the Bald Bond. It's okay. But they've got a 12-year rye that I actually tried based on what Bruzel said about it. And I don't know where the hell it is, but Honest Engine, he was right. It's pretty fucking tasty. I liked it. I did. But this Bald and Bond is pretty solid. And I'm a little bit of a sucker for a good Bald and Bond, which I picked up a new Bottled and Bond today. Um, I don't know if you guys have seen this. If you have, tell me what. If you've tried it, tell me what you think about it. It's the red turkey wheat from New Riff Bald and Bond. I haven't opened it yet. I don't know much about it. I mean, heirloom grains. Okay, sounds like trigger words. Thanks, Milan. I'm kind of on the fence when it comes to New Riff. Not everything in a New Riff bottle do I just do backflips over, but I mean, this looked pretty goddamn appealing. Should we open it? Candidate for Fresh Crack Friday. Yeah, I've got others though. I've got others. You're right, Don, but I'm thinking of doing away with Fresh Crack Friday and doing like Fresh Crack. Why people drink Tito's vodka? Because it's everywhere and it's decent vodka. But if I had my way with vodka, I mean, Wheatley's not a bad vodka. Rick House says, do it. All right. I'm actually thinking about doing away with Fresh Crack Friday and doing like Fresh Crack Saturday or something like that because everybody does a Fresh Crack Friday. I was thinking maybe doing a Rye Day Friday. No? All right, let me know what you think. I may try it out. It just seems like everybody's got that Fresh Crack Friday thing going on, and I'm not one to, I like to beat my own drum, among other things. We've got to make some room here. We've already done the 3 spirit Christmas spirits. Maggie. Why not? Pretty fly for a rye guy. I love it, Reed. I absolutely love it. I get ethanol and kind of a wet cardboard. People used to drink Majorska vodka. Well, it's 100 proof, Don. It's a Bald and Bond. Um, I guess I didn't say it was a Bald and Bond out loud. I just went on about the red turkey wheat. It's the turkey thing that got my attention, Don. You know it is. I saw a New Riff bottle that said turkey on it, and I'm like, whoa, what? In the 80s. Majorska vodka. I'm going to have to look that up, man. I'll check that out. Hey, Don, what's the temperature up there right now in the Great White North? Um, Let me take a couple more sips out of that before I completely shit on it. Warm in the warm up 30s, really. Okay. It was in the 50s here in Missouri today. I don't know how you do it. Northeast is great weather. Ice storm on Friday. Last Friday or this Friday? A dirty martini made with Stoli is hard to beat. Man, a dirty martini is hard to beat. And the dirtier, the better. You're right, Tim. Milan, what part of the Northeast are you in, buddy? Coming. Oh. Okay. So uh, Milan got one last Friday. New Jersey, Tony Soprano land. Hell yeah. Italian. Hell yeah, brother. I'm gonna say I'm not a. The finish is nice on this. It turns a little bit sweet, turns into like a little bit of a cookie. But getting there is not an easy journey. This is not for me. Um, Normally, if there's a bottle that says turkey on it, I'm all about it. But this one, I'm I'm not gonna say it's a hard pass. I'm gonna drink it. I've opened it. I'm gonna drink it. It's what you do. But I'm not. I'm not sure that's for me, man. It's not terrible. It's really hard for me to describe what I'm tasting on it because as soon as I think I've got it, it disappears or turns into something else. So you had dinner. Not yet. Funny you should mention that because I've got a prime rib in the oven. So it's prime rib and baked potato for the Bourbon Neanderthal on Christmas Eve. And if you have the means, I would suggest it because turkey's overrated. Yeah, this is it's okay. I'm gonna say it's a C. It's a C. That's unfortunate because I was really excited when I got this. Mammoth prime rib. Neanderthals. Meet the Neanderthals. Yes, it's a brontosaurus prime rib. Mammoth prime rib. I love it. Uh, uh, Randy Garm the Fierce had some really good ideas. He was trying to get me to um, do a Patreon, which that's not me. I appreciate it, I really do, but he had some awesome ideas for tiers, though. He was talking about like saber tooth tier, mammoth tier, and I was like, man, that's really good. Yeah. Hell yeah, Rich. Right on, bud. I don't know if you're agreeing with the prime rib or the fact that this is mid tier, but yes. Super chats for the live. I don't even know if I have that turned on. New Riff Winter Whiskey. No, but I'll give it a chance. You agree with Randy? Man, I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. My problem with I don't. Okay. My problem with putting money with anything I love makes me think that eventually it's going to turn into work. And I never want to think about bourbon the way I think about concrete. In England, they drink dark beer. Why is that? Because they've got it figured the fuck out. That's why. I'm just going to say that out loud, buddy, because dark beer, give it to me. Fall, winter, spring. Summertime, I'm looking for a lager or a pilsner. And maybe folks disagree, but maybe some of you on here disagree with me. I mean, bring it on. I'm willing to listen, but dark beer for me, fall, winter, spring, and then you turn into the pilsners and lagers in the summertime. That's the way I'd go down. That's the way I roll. I will tell you, I've got a good one in here. And I think this might be from Big Rich's neck of the woods. And I don't know that it's all that dark, but I sure like it. I like it a lot. Firestone Walker Brewing Company. Coors Light year round. You know what? You're not wrong, Rich. You're not wrong. I'll order a Coors Light with dinner year round. I'll actually sit on the porch with Coors Light year round. You're not wrong at all there. Yeah, okay. This here, I was looking for a dark beer and I pulled out a California blonde ale. I don't know what part of California. And I can't even read it with my glasses on, but god damn. Cheers. Yep, 805 area code. I mean, that's what it says. 805 Firestone Walker Brewing Company. I can't tell. Paseo Robles? I don't know where that's at, man. California is a big place. And that's some place I haven't frequented. I've touched feet on the ground in 47 of the 50 states. California, most of which was in the northern part, up around like Napa Valley. Not because I was sipping wine, because I was working up there. I was building a building. But I haven't been to Maine, I haven't been to Hawaii, and I haven't been to Alaska. This is good. Man, that's pretty goddamn good. It's near Napa. Right on. Okay, now I know. Yeah, and I liked everything about that part of the country, man. Everything, the scenery, I like the wine. I even like the fresh air. The one thing I didn't like were the fucking people. They were fucking rude, dude. Fair enough on the Patreon, but a Bourbon Neanderthal OF then. OF captures a larger audience and brings in diverse new crowd. Well, I read a thing that like you can actually stretch a human asshole as big as the diameter of 3 raccoons. Just saying. It was when I was in Napa Valley, me and my buddy, we were going to get groceries, and we're hillbillies, and when somebody's looking at you where I'm from or where we are from, you say hi. Man, that's a good way to get dirty looks up there. And I don't know if it was just the tourists in the area that were just snobby or what, but goddamn, it's beautiful up there. Jesus, it's God's country. Just trees and hills, and it's beautiful. We went straight from there to Astoria, Oregon to do another job. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Astoria, Oregon, but they filmed some movies there. Kindergarten Cop. I think they filmed part of The Ring there, and they filmed Goonies, which has nothing to do with what I'm about to tell you. But there is a little bar there called Annie's Cabaret. Do that. Do that. In fact, look it up right now. Put it on your bucket list. It's worth it. A diverse new crowd. Man, that's awesome. Well, fellas, this has been fun. We're going to try and do this every Wednesday. Next Wednesday, of course, is New Year's Eve. I'm sure everybody's going to have something to do, but I'm going to get on here anyway and just holler at you. Have a few New Year's Eve pours, bring in the new year with a bang, have a good smoke, and we can just cut up and shoot the shit like this. This is great, and I want to keep it like this, man. Merry Christmas, Milan. Thanks for getting on, buddy. I want to keep it like this, very non-structured. Like, I had some idea I wanted to like have a little 3 spirits of Christmas, yada yada, but just no structure, just hanging out, having a good time, seeing what you guys have to say, and just conversing. I don't get to talk to. I mean, it's a shame. Randy doesn't live too far from me. I don't get to see him as much as I'd like. We got to fix that, Randy. Rich lives a ways away. I never get to see that guy, and but man, what a good dude. Like I said, check out Rich's channel on Instagram, Sticks and Barrels. Check out Randy's channel on Instagram. It's Detling Bourbon Enthusiast. Cool stuff. Reed, love you, buddy. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thanks for tuning in, checking us out. You guys have a good holiday. And don't forget to drink some water, have a poop, and have a great fucking day. Merry Christmas.